Triple Crown SlumpBuster 14-year-old championship game is coming up next. It's Diamond Sticks of Michigan and Top Tier of Illinois from Omaha in the Triple Crown SlumpBuster 14-year-old championship game. Umpires are running the plate meeting now, and the teams will take the field shortly. Thanks for being with us on WatchTCS.com. 14's championship is coming up next. Complex field number 7. Ball gets loose down the sides, could be 2 bases pretty easily. A lot of range in the foul territory before the fences. There's a swing and a foul back. And on top of this count goes Mike Marquette. On deck is Landon Paul, the shortstop. Cleaned up that foul ball off the backstop. Holding that on deck, bouncing pitch, good block behind the dish. Nice work to slide and keep it in front. Bryce Barnett keeps the force on, keeping Jack Richardson on at first base. No chance to move up. Of course, playing full-size dimensions here, 60 feet 6 inches pitching and 90-foot bases. Big lead for Richardson. Pitch comes inside. Pellerito's got a 2-1 count. Got time at the plate. Pick throw went over. Wouldn't have mattered if they picked him off. Time was called before. Take home. Visitor. And at this point, look. Thrown 2 strikes in 11 pitches now. Here was the bunt going down. It'll go foul, so Landon Paul, the 3 batter, bunting with 2 aboard, like the small ball approach. Top of the first. 1 pitch from Mike Marquette. That does get away. Deep backstop, easy move up. Richardson takes a big turn at third. He'll hold up there, and behind him, Jake Pellerito in at second base. So walk, and a wild pitch, and we've got trouble here with Top Tier, unable to get an out yet, facing the 3 batter with 2 in scoring position. Pitch to Landon Paul, swings, chops it to the third base dugout. Couple strikes on Paul now. Chance for Mike Marquette to get a little bit of confidence here, get himself dialed in a little bit. Love a strikeout in this situation if you're Top Tier. With nobody out, runners at second and third. Good block, check the runner at third, well executed. Like that all. Great pitch by Mike Marquette. Fantastic block by Bryce Barnett. Barnett freezes the runner Richardson at third, and as he makes the throw to first base, Mike Marquette cover from the team last night was actually teams ended up making a trip. Top team. Scored him in the top of the first. Now the top tier offense has Sean Hebriard. They're leading the number 3 spot for top tier. See what top tier wants to do in a corners situation. Runner not breaking here, and the pitch gets the inside part of the plate. Marquette shakes his head. The batter says, yep, look good, just took it. Jake Engelkes, according to the records I've got, has only thrown 3 innings to this point in the tournament, so he's got a bunch he can use today if he's on. This ball chopped, and it's foul off the batter in the box. Good quick call from behind the plate. Jeff Hoffman, our plate umpire out of Las Vegas, Nevada, right on top of that one with the ball fouled off of the front side of Mike Marquette. Runners go back first and third. Throw over to first, bounces in. Hebriard wanders down the line at third just in case there's some action. Good pick over there by Zach Kriegel, first baseman. Here's a pitch. Runners going with runners on the corners. And this ball hit to the right side. That's going to get through the hole. Second base. Putting Hebriard on second base. And then a botched bunt coverage with nobody covering first base. Scored as a base hit, but obviously the coaches know that's a fundamental error, a mental error. Then a single, and then another error. So only one of these 4 who've gotten on base in the minds of the Diamond Sticks coaches really deserve to be on there. And even that was a ground ball that would have been right to a second baseman, but was hit on a steal, first and third steal. It opened up a gap in the right side. Rolling dead and shallow right. Throw coming toward the plate is cut, and in plenty of time at third base on the out. So finally, Diamond Sticks finds a solution. Hunter Darnell playing third base defensively for top tier. Throw over to first base after Brandon Bennett took off on a steal on the last pitch. Engelkes takes a look at him. Bennett, the shortstop, single and an RBI. Got it just past the outstretched glove of Zach Kriegel, who then took the relay throw back from right field. Made a good throw for Connor Nilo at third base for the first out of the inning on a creative out. Had to get creative to get that first one of the inning. Now Diamond Sticks would like to mow down a couple more and get back to the bats. 3-1 top tier. The call there was too far. Jeff Hoffman behind the plate. 2-1 count. Letting coaches know it's just a little too far off the plate. Haven't heard anything from the dugouts about the strike zone yet, but plate umpire making sure to explain where his expectations are in the zone. Diamond Sticks got their first 2 aboard in the first inning, and then the next 3 guys got out. One of those was an RBI ground out for the Sticks. They got a run across. All 5 of the, now all 6 of the batters to come to the plate in the bottom of the first have reached base. Only out is a throw out on the bags, moving first to third of Sinisco, but not a single batter at the plate retired yet. 6 guys up, 6 guys on. 3 runs in, 2 aboard now with Bennett at second base, and Hunter Darnell drew the walk. Extra hitter Nick Baldessano, the number 7 batter in the order, wearing number 7, is in. Again, each team hitting their entire roster. Sticks have 12 in the batting order today, 12 players in the batting order. And top tier batting 11. And they're already to the number 7 spot, playing in the bottom of the first. Bryce Barnett waits on deck, and he's going to follow another base hit. Going to hold the runner, so bases will stay loaded. That throw comes in hot. Good job behind the plate of blocking it by Jake Paganelli. Again, with all this deep space in foul ground here, easily would have scored a run. That throw came bounding in from left field. Another base hit. Nick Baldessano, a single. Bases loaded with Brandon Bennett at third, Hunter Darnell at second, Nick Baldessano at first, and Bryce Barnett, the catcher, Number 8 batter in the order, hitting here in the bottom of the first with 1 out. It's a good hack and lost it foul, tailing down to the bullpen right side. So that's 7 batters up and 7 batters on. 4 hits in the mix there, 4 singles. Carrain, Marquette, Bennett, Baldessano all have hits, and now a base hit for Bryce Barnett. Bases were loaded, they'll stay loaded. Shallow single, opposite way. Bryce Barnett, the 5th hit of the inning for Top Tier. The beat goes on as another run comes in with Brandon Bennett scoring. 4 runs across. Courtesy runner question is coming here, so for the catcher, the last out can run here, and that's going to be the only out of the inning. Sean Sinisco, who is thrown out trying to go first to third on a single to right field. He will run for the catcher, Bryce Barnett, who just singled and knocked in a run. Chance for 2, 6-4. And the throw is wide, going to bring another run home. So another error in the inning here for Diamond Sticks. Another double play possibility, and the throw went wide. And now checking, I think we're going to come and check with the field umpire, Jack Hutchins. Maybe, I don't know if, it's going to be an umpire conversation about whether or not the runner got out of the way coming into second base. National Federation High School rules, you cannot initiate contact, and you've got to get out of the way. Cannot go at the fielder. So doing the right thing here, just asking for a conversation. Jack Hutchins, the field umpire, and the plate umpire, Jeff Hoffman, getting together to see what they saw on Bryce Barnett going into second base, whether or not he was in the way of the throw. Obstruction is a defensive side, interference is the offensive side, so they're looking for the potential interference call on the double play turn. Long conversation here. Ball doesn't have to hit the runner coming into second base. They just have to deem that that runner made an effort to avoid contact or to get out of the way and not go in. You can't take them out like the old days of baseball. So Hunter Darnell came across the plate. Nick Baldessano came from second to home on the thrown away ball. Bryce Barnett was forced out at second. Brian Adams hit the fielder's choice. An RBI, and then the next run behind that scored on the throwaway error. So Brian Adams now out at second base, 2 down. Bryce Barnett was out on the fielder's choice at second. Diamond Sticks trying to get out of a mess here in the first. 10th batter in the 11-man order is at the plate. It's Jack Vercottron, the right fielder. Still a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Brian Adams at second. It was the courtesy runner, Sean Sinisco, who was forced out at second. So for the second time in the inning, Sinisco is out at a base, tagged out at third, and then forced out at second in a courtesy running appearance. Strike to Vercottron. Jake Engelkess, good work here to get on top of the hitter. Up the middle, going to score another one. That ball will roll into the thick grass of center field. Heading to the plate, here comes the throw. Going to be late, and the runner is going to take an extra bag. Top Tier feeling good, running the bases hard, aggressively. Brian Adams scores on the single by Vercottron, who moves on to second base on the throw from center field. And everybody's going to bat here in the first inning for Top Tier. 11 guys in the order, and they're all going to see the batter's box in the first. Charlie Bischoff, the second baseman, steps in, and again, another 2-out RBI opportunity. Top Tier cashing in 7 times in the first. And the third base dugout for Top Tier feeling good. A little extra noise over there. Got out of bed, had a little breakfast, and they're going to see another teammate work his way toward the plate. Throw coming from left field. Nope, they're going to hold the runner now. Cut in the middle of the infield by the third baseman, Connor Nilo. Runners on the corners. Base hit for Charlie Bischoff. It is contagious. Seven hits in the inning. 7 runs. And 3 errors by my record here. 3 errors in the books. 1 walk in the inning, so the control has not really been the problem for Jake Engelkast, but a couple of defensive miscues and then a bunch of good swings. Back to the top of the order. Sean Hebriard pops it. Lot of foul ground. Closing the first inning out. Finding his way back to the screen. Jake Paganelli. Gloves the pop-up from Sean Hebriard. And big damage done. 7 on the board for Top Tier in the bottom of the first. Top Tier has 7. Diamond Sticks 1 after 1 inning of play. Diamond Sticks coming to bat in the second. SlumpBuster webcasts are presented by Baseball America, the nation's leading baseball resource from the major and minor leagues to prospects, draft, college, and high school. The MLB draft just happened. The College World Series just got underway across town from us here. You can keep up with all things baseball at baseballamerica.com. That's baseballamerica.com. Thanks to Baseball America, a partner of Triple Crown Sports and the presenter of Triple Crown webcasts. And our thanks to GM28, Goalmaster 28, the full name, but call him GM28. They are our technical providers for our webcasts. Kyle Fino, Mariah Trujillo, and the whole band of merry folk at GM28, bringing us the streaming images from Omaha, all 10 fields at Council Bluffs Rec Complex, single camera streams. And this particular game here is an enhanced webcast. One of our intrepid crew out there using the extendo ladder to get up and touch up that home plate camera. You might have noticed a lot of chain link in your home plate camera look from behind home there. And now look how much cleaner that is. That is successful work. And a successful first swing at the top of the second inning. Just what Diamond Sticks needed. Hard turn at first base by Sean Puhar. He'll hold up on a cleanly played ball in the outfield, but that's important for Diamond Sticks. The EH number 6 batter, Sean Puhar, gets a great swing trying to flip momentum around. They just spent a long time on defense, did the Sticks. They'd like to hit for a while here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Mike Marquette continues on the hill for Top Tier. Get you a pitching inning update on Mike Marquette. Each player is allowed 7 innings through the first 4 games of the tournament, and then they get an additional inning per game played starting with the 5th. Runner's going to go. Good read on a low pitch. Runner was not stealing on the delivery, but read the angle of the ball. Taking second base is Sean Puhar. Good read on a dirt ball. Good block behind the plate by Bryce Barnett. Nothing he can do about that. Runner's going to get a base on the dirt ball. Jake Paganelli on the left side batter's box. Got around on that. Great swing by the lefty Paganelli. And the runner, need a bunch of them, so not going to take too many chances here with nobody out. Runners on the corners. Puhar moves to third. And Jake Paganelli rips a single. He's going to be replaced by a courtesy runner. Paganelli singles. The catcher then leaves, and he's replaced by Zach Kriegel as a base runner. And now a pitching visit, discussion at the mound. And pitching change coming right now, so that'll be it. Top tier going to make the change. Mike Marquette goes 1 inning statistically, works a couple batters in the second. He's going to be replaced by Nick Baldessano, who is an extra hitter batting in the number 7 spot. Baldessano will enter now as pitcher, and it looks like, for the moment, Mike Marquette headed to the dugout. Don't think he's popping back out defensively, so they'll switch him to an extra hitter spot. For Marquette, he had not pitched an inning in the tournament. Let me double check that for you so I expand my view of the pitching stats. Yeah, Marquette had not thrown at all in the tournament, so he had as many innings as he needed today. And this is the 6th game of the tournament for top tier. So each of their guys could hit a max of 9 innings for the tournament now by the end of this game. But Marquette will come off the mound. And Nick Baldessano, who pitched 4 innings back on Thursday, his only appearance of the tournament to this point, 4 innings in a Thursday game for top tier. He'll take the hill now. So like a game show here, I'm being fired questions from the production team. What's the run rule? Of course, Diamond Sticks doesn't want to hear any of that talk yet. But 12 runs after 4 innings, 10 after 5, and 8 after 6. 7-inning ball game in the 14-year-olds. 7 innings scheduled. No time limit on the championship game, but run rule still in effect. Diamond Sticks with runners on the corners, nobody out. And Zach Fillmore batting. Fillmore swings the first pitch from Nick Baldessano. Runner not going with a first and third situation. Swing and a miss. Now Zach Fillmore goes into battle mode. Got to protect the plate. 1 strikeout by the Sticks in the first inning offensively. They've struck out once. Won't strike out here. That's going to be enough to get this runner home and maybe enough to get on base. It is, and the ball gets loose. Error committed by top tier on the throw. It's an infield single for Zach Fillmore, an RBI, plating Sean Puhar on the slow roller. Fillmore had it beat, and the throw flies wild. And the runners are at second and third with nobody out. Diamond Sticks quickly answering the 7-run outburst in the bottom of the first. 1 in, couple on, and nobody out. Ball popped by Tate Peterson. And it's going to get wide enough. Stay away from any gloves. Tate Peterson, the center fielder, batting in the number 9 spot. 9 of 12 batters. 12 in the order for Diamond Sticks. This is the number 9 spot, Tate Peterson. Ball works in and down, gloved by Bryce Barnett behind the dish. No margin for error back there. Runners at third base have to be pretty jumpy, pretty ready to get down the line. Here's another chance. Good block by Barnett. Directs it back toward third base. Good chest on the ball. Good work by Tate Peterson laying off those, or at least that last diving pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Baldessano's pitch is hit hard toward the middle, going to get through. And 2 runs are going to come around. throw was spiked down center field, but didn't get far enough away to allow anything extra. 2 RBI on the base hit from Tate Peterson. Well, it's all about the offense in the 14-year-old championship game through the first inning and a half. In the bottom of the first, all 11 batters in the 11-batter order for top tier reached base. 11 guys. There were a couple outs on the bases, but everybody found their way on base through the first 11 in the bottom of one. Strike pitch there. And now in the top of 2, 4 have come to the plate for Diamond Sticks, and all 4 of those have reached. Connor Nilo. Double play try is going to be a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice at second base. Connor Nilo finds his way aboard on a fielder's choice swing. First out at the top of the second. A ball on the field down the right field line. Time called by plate umpire Jeff Hoffman. Trent Spoolhoff is the batter, with Connor Nilo aboard. 7-4 the score. It was 7-1 moments ago. Diamond Sticks, good answer here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss from the extra hitter Spoolhoff. 1-1 count. Appreciate the correction from At Large out in Michigan somewhere. Granville, Michigan perhaps. Seth Puhar in our scramble, jotting down some names before the game on those starting lineups. My Seth looked like a Sean, so I've disrespected the Puhar family tremendously. My apologies, but thanks for passing along the correction. Seth Puhar wearing number 32 for Diamond Sticks. That pitch catches the zone. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Trent Spoolhoff in the box, and Jake Engelkes, the pitcher for Sticks. He's on deck, the number 12 batter in the 12-man order. Swing and a miss, strikeout pitch, 2 down. These teams last year in the SlumpBuster 13-year-old semifinal game played, and Diamond Sticks won 9-8 1 year ago in Omaha. That was the semifinal round of the 13s bracket, a 9-8 grinder of a game. Top tier had a lead, and Diamond Sticks came back and got him. Top tier had runners on to try to tie or get in the lead, but the Sticks held on last year and got a 1-run win in this same matchup. We got a repeat of the 13-year-old semifinals here in the 14-year-old championship at the 2015 SlumpBuster. Ball chopped, long throw across, going to be there in time. Top tier gets the third base defense from Hunter Darnell. Throwing across to Sean Sinisco. 3 runs on the board. Engelkes grounded out to end it. But that important answer for Diamond Sticks. They sent 7 batters to the plate in the top of the second, and they got themselves back within a reasonable margin, 7-1. Had a couple people around here asking about what's the run rule. Now that 7-4 just looks like a battle. Product placement. I'm holding up my, what are those, icebreakers? Cool Mint Mints. Andy, care for one?
Please, thank you.
Oh, look, we're gonna mime out some mint eating. It's Council Bluffs Recreation Complex, 10 ball fields here in one location. Got a 4-pod that we're in, 2 fields in the middle, another 4-pod on the other end of the park here on the east end of the park in Council Bluffs. A big thanks to the Council Bluffs Parks and Rec crew, and of course all the field crews and facility crews around the greater Omaha area and Council Bluffs. Massive undertaking, the SlumpBuster. And we are at the end of session 1. There are 4 different sessions that get played in Omaha during the College World Series. This is session 1. And this is the 14-year-old championship game. Top Tier and Diamond Sticks have reached the end of the 14-year-old bracket. And they're playing now in the bottom of 2, Top Tier batting. They're on their number 2 batter in the order, Top Tier. Brendan Carrain is batting. After 12 batters came to the plate in the bottom of 1 for Top Tier. Brendan Carrain out of Chicago, Illinois. There you see the lefty. Just took a ball in the dirt. Dad Mike made the trip with him to Omaha. Joined a little College World Series and maybe a championship in the SlumpBuster. Strike pitched is a 1-1 count. Brendan said his hobby is making his team laugh. I'd like to make him smile right here with a base hit or something on base. Got the end of the bat. Tough running play and well done. Diamond Sticks get a little defense down the right field line. Zach Kriegel. Top Tier coaches don't agree. They think the ball popped out at the end of the play. I don't think they're going to get. Now let's see what they are going to get. And now Diamond Sticks will have to respond with a question of their own because the call was the ball popped out of the glove. So as the diving try was finished by Zach Kriegel, great effort by Kriegel down the line, covered a lot of ground, laid out, hit the ground hard, and now our field umpire Jack Hutchins is explaining that what he saw was the ball to the glove, but as he hit the ground, ball popped out. So we're going to discuss it again. Jeff Hoffman, plate umpire of Las Vegas. Jack Hutchins, field umpire from Omaha. Nevada and Nebraska combined here on our 2-man crew. They're talking it over right now. That's why we're waiting. Back to the plate went Brendan Carrain. He was initially called out and then overturned and called back to the plate, and now he's waiting to see if he's going to stay there. Foul ball is the call. So the ball popped out of the glove on the diving try by Zach Kriegel. And another chance for Brendan Carrain. He's double checking his count now. We've got him at 1 and 2. Yep, it is a 1-2 count confirmed by plate umpire. Pitch coming from Engelkes is popped foul. That pitch rode in and got the shoe top of Brendan Carrain. So Carrain gets some life support after momentarily being called out on a pop-up. He is on base, hit by pitch. First hit by pitch of the game brings Mike Marquette to the plate. He yielded the pitcher's mound in the top of the second inning, saw 2 batters, didn't retire either one, and then was replaced by Nick Baldessano on the hill now as an extra hitter, Mike Marquette. He can enter defensively, of course. Marquette asked for time, and he had it granted just before the pitch delivery by Jake Engelkes. Championship games going on all around Council Bluffs. We have 10 championship games going on here today or something like that. 6 total. I guess we got fields going with various levels of the bracket, and 6 different champions going to be crowned on this championship Sunday right here at Council Bluffs Recreation Complex. One of those is right here, the 14-year-olds. Pitch down for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Mike Marquette singled, drove in a run in the first inning and scored. A little later on. And he's going to drive one to center. That'll get down. Station to station. Everybody gets a bag on that. Brendan Carrain moves to second base after his hit by pitch, and Mike Marquette is 2 for 2. Batting in the number 3 spot. Powerful swing from Marquette. He's got another hit. And the left-handed cleanup batter, Sean Sinisco, reports to the batter's box. First, though, a conversation between pitcher and catcher, time asked for by Jake Paganelli. The catcher, he heads out to talk to Jake Engelkes. First pitch, the cleanup man rides inside for a ball. Just missed. As a pitcher, you know if the umpire explains where it missed, it must have just missed. Couple of looks back to second base, and that pitch is successful down across the knees. And an affirmative head shake by the batter, Sean Sinisco. He agreed. Good pitch. Better lay off that with a 1-0 count. See if you can get a better pitch if you're Sinisco. If you can keep throwing that from Engelkes, you're in good shape. Got that one out over the plate just a little bit. Reaching out, ball popped. And never saw infield fly called. It was drifting toward the outfield, so I didn't see the infield fly rule put in effect there, but the catch made. Ball put away by Jake Pellerito. Yeah, check that now. We got a change. Connor Nilo moved over to second base. That's Nilo at second now. He made the catch. Pop out for Sinisco is out number 1 at the bottom of the second. Brandon Bennett, first pitch, sends it to center field. That ball's going to hang up, and that'll be out number 2 of the bottom of 2. Tate Peterson still out there in center field. Made the catch. 2 on, 2 out. Hunter Darnell, number 6 batter in the order. Darnell walked and scored in the first inning. Now bats with 2 outs in the second. Strike 1 called. Pretty good lead out at second base for Brendan Carrain. Pretty good primary, and then getting a big secondary. You might think about taking a bag. Missed out again, 1-1 count. Darnell, 2-out RBI opportunity. Spin move back towards second base. Shortstop had broken on a couple of plays prior to that. That time Engelkes decided to commit. Landon Paul, the shortstop, wasn't there. There goes the runner breaking on the pitch. Both runners are going to try to move and overslid the bag out on the overslide. So Brendan Carrain had the base stolen, but he blew past it on his slide, and then the tag put back down for a second time, and that worked. Asking a question, don't think we're going to get any kind of an appeal here. No help asked for our field ump. saw it himself, called it out, and that will end the bottom of 2. So after 2 innings of play in the 14-year-old championship game, Top Tier has 7, Diamond Sticks with 4, up by 3 Top Tier as we get into the 3rd inning of a 7-inning ball game. And during this inning change, get a chance to talk to Andy Hansen, Media Relations Director for Triple Crown Sports. Andy, along with me, I'm Thad Anderson on this WatchTCS.com webcast of the 14-year-old championship Triple Crown SlumpBuster. Andy, you've been here for a couple of days now. You'll be here covering all levels of the SlumpBuster and maybe paint a little bigger picture than just what we're seeing here in the 14s.
Sure, Thad. Thanks for having me on. Really, I've been here with my crew of media team covering the event, and we've been here since day one. Really been impressed with the teams and everything going on during the last few days here. The festival night was Friday night. It was probably the largest festival night I've ever seen since the time I've been coming to the SlumpBuster. The bonfire was huge this year. There had to be just thousands of people surrounding the field watching the fire go off. And then we had the 14U All-Star game Thursday night. And then just really good baseball the last few days. Been between myself and a couple of our writers, we've been covering all the games and tweeting and doing all kinds of social media posts, and really just kind of talking about everything that's going on here in Omaha during the event. We're using the hashtag #IPlayTCS this week, so we've had a lot of teams, players, parents, a lot of moms tweeting photos and using Instagram, and really kind of showing all the things that are going on either during our event or during the College World Series. So it's really been a great time, and we've enjoyed.
Jack Richards.
Got composure.
Castles. This strikeout pitch. Nick Baldessano, a good 3rd inning of work. He got a strikeout, a ground out, a solid single from Landon Paul, but he gets the cleanup man Heilman swinging and missing for the 3rd out. And let me double check it, but that is that's the 2nd frame now. 2nd half inning where nobody scored. It was 1 run in the 1st for Diamond Sticks. They got 3 in the 2nd, nothing there in the 3rd. For Top Tier, they got 7 runs in the 1st and did not score in the 2nd. They will now bat in the bottom of the 3rd. That's in the All-Star game. It's about that count. State's represented its and I'm actually coaching session too. My 12-year-old team will be here tomorrow playing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This will be the 3rd time I've coached in the tournament. There's the overall info. 13 years, 528 teams, 37 states. And how about the College World Series impact?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're actually the largest contributor to the College World Series games as far as number of tickets that are purchased for like the 5th year in a row. We really fill TD Ameritrade. If you go to a game, there's Triple Crown teams everywhere. It really makes this such a great event is you can come play some baseball, play teams from all over the country, and all the teams we've talked to this week have just had a great time, and it's always fun to hear their stories, and then we've asked them to share those stories on our Facebook and our Twitter feed and our Instagram, seeing those photos and seeing all those fun moments that these teams are sharing while they're in Omaha.
Fields, 1,400 games, 1,400 game about Sunday sets. Diamond Sticks, and that is the first 3-up, 3-down inning of the ball game, hung up by either team. Couple of plays at 3rd for Pujar, and a line out to center field caught by Peterson. We end the 3rd inning 7-4. Top Tier leading Diamond Sticks. Got a good one brewing now. It looked like maybe a blowout. In the bottom of the 1st, Top Tier went nuts, sending 12 guys to the plate. But Diamond Sticks put by the crew.
For
he's well placed by Baldessano. He's got a couple of strikes now up against Connor Nilo. Trent Spoolhoff would bat next if Nilo keeps the inning alive. He won't. Backwards K. Baldessano locates it. Gave up a walk, a single. Bases loaded, nobody out, and then strikeout, line out, strikeout, and off the hook. Top tier, and their pitcher, Nick Baldessano. Score stays 7-4 in the middle of the fourth inning. Due up for top tier. They're 9, 10, 11 batters, Brian Adams, Jack Vercottron, and Charlie Bischoff. GH Pin Company is the official trading pin partner of Triple Crown Sports and a proud sponsor of the Triple Crown Sportsmanship Program, a family business that treats you like family. GHPins.com. Our thanks to GH Pin Company for supporting Triple Crown events across the country and that great sportsmanship program that's been in place for about 10 years now. You can learn more about that on the Triple Crown website at triplecrownsports.com. For the Sticks, they're making a pitching change in the fourth inning now, bottom of the fourth, and their pitcher now, Trent Spoolhoff, an extra hitter to start the game in the batting order. Spoolhoff enters as pitcher for the Sticks to play the bottom of the fourth inning. He will face Brian Adams, Jack Vercottron, and Charlie Bischoff in the bottom of four. Trent Spoolhoff of Hudsonville, Michigan. His first pitch is blooped in the middle, running across, good catch. Both middle infielders converging and finishing off out number one of the bottom of the fourth inning, Connor Nilo. Trent Spoolhoff, gotta like that, throw a pitch, get an out. Spoolhoff facing Jack Vercottron. Vercottron, the number 10 batter in the 11 batter order. Vercottron singled, drove in a run in his first inning at bat. So they sent 12 to the plate in the first inning. 12 in the first inning and then 7 batters in the next 2 innings. So they sent 12 guys first inning and then 4 in the second and 3 in the fourth. As Diamond Sticks got things settled down on the defensive side of the ball. Trent Spoolhoff, the pitcher there, 27 on the hill. Last year in Omaha, ran into the fence, caught a fly ball, crashed into the fence, and says that's his claim to fame here in Omaha. Also mentioned his flow, his hair. Got the locks hanging out of the Diamond's baseball hat, and a walk pitch delivered. Jack Vercottron on base for the second time today. He was stranded at third base back in the first inning, Vercottron. And that lets Charlie Bischoff bat with the runner aboard. Bischoff singled his only time up today back in the first. Little conversation between catcher Jake Paganelli and the new pitcher Trent Spoolhoff. Spoolhoff looks over to first base. Spoolhoff throwing this pitch here. Missed it outside. Favorite college baseball team, Miami. And not feeling too great about that after last night's 15-3 thumping by Florida. But they're still in a double elimination format. Here's the pitch to Bischoff. Got that hesitation motion from Spoolhoff. You can get a look at this here. Watch Trent's delivery. Got a little hitch back there at the back part of his extension. Works for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bischoff, watch that pitch down. 3-1 count. Charlie Bischoff, the batter of Plainfield, Illinois. Took that inside, and the second walk of the inning after a leadoff pop-up. Now some patience by Verkotrin and Bischoff. Puts 2 aboard for the top of the order, Sean Hebriard. Some defensive shuffling going on. Just kind of keeping an eye on who's moving around out there. Looked like Seth Puhar headed to right field. They're making a change, I think, to get the bullpen ready. Sending a couple of players to different spots. I'm assuming that's to be able to pen up some guys. And it was Zach Kriegel. Kriegel moved off the diamond. He's heading down the line out there with Zach Fillmore for a little bullpen. Strike thrown. Good start to the count to this leadoff guy. He's the top of the order. He's batting 4th here in the 4th inning, but he's the top of the order for top tier. Sean Hebriard reached on an error and popped up in the 1st inning. Both of his plate appearances in this game happened in the 1st. He's batting the 4th, hits a high fly ball left field. Deep fences at Council Bluffs Rec Complex. Plenty of room to make the play. Throw in, gets loose, but no move up. Important fly out there, pop to left field. And Jack Richardson still patrolling left field. We don't get the defensive changes in reported in here, so we have to try to eyeball who's where as they move them around. Brendan Carrain now batting, still 2 on, but now 2 out for top tier. They're leading by 3. Showed some bunt and took the pitch in the dirt for a ball. Jake Heilman moved over to first base in the inning here. We saw Zach Kriegel there at one point in the game. Heilman was an extra hitter. He's playing some first. Carrain hits it to right, and that's going to be an out in the glove of Seth Puhar. So that first out in the pop-up, useful because the 2 walks a little easier to escape, and Carrain is out on a pop to right field. We are through 4 innings of play in the 14-year-old championship game. And we've settled in now. Diamond Sticks got 1 in the 1st, answered by 7 in the 1st from top tier. Sticks got 3 more in the 2nd, and we have sat on that score now as we head to the top of the 5th. 7-4, top tier leading this 14-year-old championship game from the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. Whatever your game, baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, treat your team right with destination locations, signature memories, and professional staff. You can get in the game at triplecrownsports.com. That's triplecrownsports.com. Find all the SlumpBuster information and all other things Triple Crown at triplecrownsports.com. A lot of clouds rolling around above us, but forecast telling us that we should be okay through the course of this time slot for this championship game. Ball popped to lead off the top of the 5th inning. Trent Spoolhoff lifted that to right field, 1 away. Top tier right fielder Jack Vercottron still out there. Jake Engelkess, the number 12 guy in the 12-man order. Again, commend both teams here for batting everybody in this championship game. That's the way it ought to be. These players are all talented and worthy of playing in this championship, and both teams giving that nod. Diamond Sticks at the plate right now, down by 3. Engelkess to be followed by Jack Richardson. Ball popped back behind first base. And 2 away. Catch made by Sean Sinisco. Pop up to right, pop up to first. Top of the order, Jack Richardson walked to lead off the game and wound up scoring the run, or the first run of the game today. For Diamond Sticks, their head coach Bill Peterson takes pride in their team defense and their base running. Saw some breakdowns in the first inning. They've done a good job correcting that, Diamond Sticks. Defensively, now trying to fight their way back with the offense. Bill Peterson says his favorite coaching memory, coaching in Cooperstown. Ball chopped, that's going to get through the infield. Ball bounces past the glove of Hunter Darnell, on base with 2 outs. Speedy Jack Richardson, and the base running is something that Diamond Sticks pride themselves in. Going to have a chance to do some of that right now. See if they can move Richardson up a bag or 2 here. On this field with the deep fence, 325 down the lines and 400 to center. And the grass that really slows the ball down. If you get a single that's not hit hard right at an outfielder, you can score relatively easily, especially with the speed like Richardson has from second base. So getting a stolen bag here would be important with Jake Pellerito up. Pellerito a walk and a ground out to third on the day. Ball for a 1-1 count. Bill Peterson assisted by Bill Pellerito, who coaches first base. He's over there right now. Bill Pellerito coaching first and Bill Peterson coaching third. Jeff Nilo, an assistant, and John Fillmore, all part of the coaching staff. This ball chopped toward third, going the short way to second base successfully. Top tier third base defense from Hunter Darnell, who missed his chance a moment ago there. He picks it up and makes a good feed to second base in the glove of Charlie Bischoff. That ends the top of 5. We're still at a 3-run margin. The team that is batting now in the bottom of the 5th has the lead, 7-4. It's top tier on top 14-year-old championship game of the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. Championship game scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game, and right now sitting nowhere near run rule possibilities, so 7 innings is what they would play. Diamond Sticks down by 3. They've got 2 more chances to bat in regulation. Got to keep top tier within range. Again, last year these teams met in the semifinals of the 13-year-old bracket. It was a 9-8 win for Diamond Sticks. Right now, top tier has the upper hand with their number 3 batter, Mike Marquette, leading off the 5th. Tough play. And another high throw. Nicely fielded, but then thrown away. Connor Nilo made a good play on a tough ball. That was a tough chopper, but then he sailed the throw over the head of Jake Heilman. And down to second goes Mike Marquette. Mike has been on base every time. Couple of singles, now reaches on an error. Sean Sinisco in the box. Top tier aggressive. Sinisco going after the first pitch. Reached on an error at second base back in the first inning. Popped out to second base did Sinisco. In the second inning. Now back at the plate here in the 5th. Top tier leading by 3. Batting bottom 5. Swing and a miss from Sinisco. Top tier coaching staff. Jay Darnell, the head coach. Coaches third base. Jay down there at third right now. First base coach, Jeff Hebriard. He's on the other side of the diamond on this offensive chance for top tier. This ball hit to center. It's dropping and will get down. Well hit single, and that ball tailed down at the end of it, right in front of Tate Peterson. Runners on the corners. Mike Marquette had to wait. Looked like it might be caught. Marquette able to move second to third, and Sinisco has a single. Brandon Bennett, another lefty, steps to the plate with Marquette at third and Sinisco at first. Jay Darnell and Jeff Hebriard coaching bases right now. Jay Darnell, the head coach of this crew. Nick Baldessano, an assistant coach on the squad. And the coaches also wanted to make sure they gave a big tip of the cap to Ed Bischoff. Said we couldn't do all this stuff we're doing with this baseball team without Ed Bischoff. Ed helped me out a bunch with player information. Appreciate both teams taking some time yesterday after their semifinal wins to pass along a little info. Strike one pitch puts the count in the favor of Trent Spooloff, the Sticks pitcher. Ball hit toward the gap. Long run for Peterson, made the catch. Tagging at third base. Coming to the plate. Long sac fly. Well hit by Brandon Bennett, and that sends Mike Marquette to the plate. On the tag up, and the 8th run of the game crosses the plate. So make that score 8-4 top tier. Nice running catch out in center field by Tate Peterson. Left-handed thrower running toward left field. Really no chance to get anything off toward the plate. So good work by keeping Sinisco at first base. And Mike Marquette scores on the sac fly RBI Brandon Bennett. Strike to Hunter Darnell. His top tier team played a trip through Italy, played Russia, Slovakia, Italy, among other countries, won a championship over there. Great experience for these young ball players. Third baseman called it off. Who ended up with it? Pitcher ended up with it. He had a little height advantage. So coming in and calling for it was Connor Nilo. Trent Spoolhoff must not have heard him, stayed with it. Of course, fielders have priority over pitchers on pop-ups. But Spoolhoff with a height advantage. Wasn't sure if he had help, so he stuck the glove up, and they avoided a mini disaster right there. Darnell pops out. 2 down. Nick Baldessano batting. Toss over to first base. Baldessano sends it to left field. And in left field, the catch made by Jack Richardson. 1 run crosses the plate. Top Tier gets an important run heading down the home stretch of this championship game. Through 5 innings, Top Tier 8. Diamonds Sticks 4. 2 innings remaining in the 14-year-old championship at the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. SlumpBuster webcast presented by Baseball America, the nation's leading baseball resource. From the major minor leagues to prospects, draft, college, and high school, baseballamerica.com. Thanks to Baseball America for their ongoing support of these Triple Crown events and the Triple Crown webcast throughout the summer. Triple Crown Fast Pitch Softball will be featured on CBS Sports Network on July 1st and 2nd. CBS Sports Network July 1, July 2 from the Triple Crown Sparkler and Fireworks Showcase Behemoth tournaments in the Denver, Colorado area. Pop-out starts the top of the 6th inning for the Sticks. Landon Paul popped up right side. That sends Jake Heilman to the plate. Top Tier playing defense here. Another right side ball. Bouncer to second is kept on the infield. Good play. And the out made. Charlie Bischoff. Hockey goalie move there. That's how you got to do it. This ball's bouncing through the infield like that. Take a lot of little eat you up hops, and Bischoff got down low on it, stuck the body in front. Couple of quick outs, pop out, ground out. Number 5 batter in the order, Zach Kriegel. Top Tier's outfield, Brian Adams is in left this inning. Swing and a miss. Center fielder is Sam Hebriard. And in right field, Jack Vercottron. Sean Sinisco continues at first base. There's another swing and a miss for Zach Kriegel. Just saw Charlie Bischoff make a play at second. Shortstop, Brandon Bennett. At third base is Hunter Darnell. Bryce Barnett continues behind the plate. Barnett, solid. Both catchers in this game, impressive. Jake Paganelli, the same. Both block very well, receive well, command the dirt behind the plate. Pitch to Kriegel. Fouled it back. Going to get another one. Zach Kriegel batting with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Nick Baldessano carrying on with his pitching assignment. Came on in the 2nd inning with nobody out, and Baldessano working well here. Gives up a 2-out walk to Zach Kriegel. That means Seth Puhar is going to get a chance to hit with 2 down and a teammate aboard, and Puhar, power guy, not going to, let's go ahead and say it, see if they can prove me wrong, not going to get a ball out of this park in the humid, low-altitude conditions of Council Bluffs, Iowa. 325 down the lines. Maybe if you hit one right down the line, you got a shot here, but 400 to center. Those fences dive out deep quickly. Seth Puhar's one of the power guys on the diamond today. This ball chopped and ends up foul. That ball almost bounced its way back fair. The check swing, and it worked from behind the plate, but took a big hop. Didn't touch anything or anybody. Getting one of those shoe marks or one of those little holes behind the plate. Didn't get all kinds of bounces. So Puhar, fortunate that ball didn't get back up in fair ground. Would have been an easy out. Puhar, a guy who eats lots of food and is fast, he tells us. Good guy to get on base right here. Down by 4 with 4 outs remaining against him. Swing and a miss, big hack, and a good pitch from Baldessano. Gets a good hitter, Puhar. 3rd out of the top of the 6th. Top tier, 3 outs away defensively from closing out a championship. They'll get a chance to hit with a 4-run lead. Top tier on top of Diamond Sticks. 8-4 at the bottom of the 6th of a 7-inning ball game. Thanks again to Council Bluffs, Iowa. What a surprise. Genuinely nice people proudly welcome you to their community. It's laced with trails, water, and diamonds of the ball field variety. Music, nature, and the latest bedding wrap you with the promise of lasting memories, plus a good night's sleep at the long list of great lodging properties here in Council Bluffs. You can like them on Facebook at Travel Council Bluffs or visit their website at travelcouncilbluffs.com. Thanks to the Council Bluffs Convention Visitors Bureau, supporters of this webcast and of the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. And my thanks to Triple Crown's own Kyle Koso, supporter of my defensive positioning knowledge. Kyle passing along the defensive layouts for me as we work into the 6th inning. Great job by the Triple Crown staff, Brandon Hardy and Rick Walters, the directors of the SlumpBuster, and we talked about those 50 ball fields, 1,400 games that get played over 4 sessions of baseball, 15,000 College World Series tickets distributed to the teams across the 4 sessions, as each team gets 2 books of general admission tickets with their entry. They get 20 GA tickets to TD Ameritrade Park. All the Triple Crown crew. Haley Paxton, the young summer seasonal helper who comes in and works with Rick and Brandon. They kind of head up the effort, but it takes everybody, a large cast of staff, and great job by all those folks to present a memorable baseball opportunity for young players. Trent Spoolhoff continues to work for Diamond Sticks. He took over in the 4th inning, so now working his 3rd inning on the hill is Spoolhoff. Facing the leadoff for the 6th inning, it's the number 8 batter in the order, Bryce Barnett. Has a single and a pop out. 1 for 2 with an RBI is Barnett. The catcher we were talking about moments ago. Strong behind the plate. Again, that hitch pitch delivery. This ball right down the line, spinning. Foul now, and foul is where it'll end. It was foul, fair, foul as that ball worked its way back across the line momentarily. Had all kinds of spin to it. And Bryce Barnett, good work hustling down the line. He'll come back and pick up his bat. Jake Paganelli, catcher for Diamond Sticks, standing right there behind the hitting catcher, Bryce Barnett. Tip of the cap to both of those young men. Good job behind the plate today. Paganelli has a couple of hits in the game. Barnett has a hit, but here he's going to have a backwards K. Good pitch from Spoolhoff. Starts the bottom of the 6th with an out. Lefty Brian Adams now in. Brian Adams of Orland Park, Illinois, playing for Top Tier, based out of Plainfield, is the hub for Top Tier. Strike on the board to Adams. Diamond Sticks, they are hubbed out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. They're playing defense right now. Bunt offered and a strike up. Quick 2 strikes against Brian Adams. Brian, talking about Cooperstown, he's batting now against that guy, Trent Spoolhoff. Talking about Cooperstown, Brian hit home runs from both sides of the plate in Cooperstown, righty and lefty. You hit a ball out of the yard at Cooperstown, you get one of those I hit a home run in Cooperstown t-shirts, so he can wear it both ways, front and back. Put on a couple of those. Pitch misses, and Adams still working. I think I like Brian Adams better. He said his favorite college baseball team, Ohio State Buckeyes. Always liked me some Buckeyes. Reach down and deal with a tough pitch on a 2-strike delivery. 2-2 count to number 22, Brian Adams. That's a great piece of hitting to fight his way out of a tough count, and a great pitch from Trent Spoolhoff ends up as a single for Adams, his first hit of the day. Had an RBI fielder's choice earlier, did Adams. Now he has his first base hit of this championship game. Jack Verkotren, he's 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. Verkotren in the box. Spoolhoff's pitch up, and a ball to Verkotren. Charlie Bischoff on deck. So Verkotren and Bischoff, the number 10 and 11 batters in the order, they're 2 for 2 today, each with a single, each with a walk. Runner going. This ball popped up with 1 out. It'll get out of play. Runner was on the move there, Brian Adams. And take a look back here as Verkotren has a 1-1 count. Double check our pitching. I'm sure from what I saw earlier, Nick Baldessano, the top tier pitcher, he's got enough innings left in the tournament to finish this game. This ball to left, and it's going to get to the grass. Jack Richardson thought about laying out on a dive and then thought better of it. That ball was moving toward the line. Richardson made the smart choice to not create the opportunity for extra bags once he realized it was going to take a superhero effort to get to that one. Base hit. Show bunt, pull it back, and a ball on pitch 1 to Charlie Bischoff. Jack Verkotren, couple of hits in the game now, along with his RBI, and 2 aboard, 1 out. Brian Adams at second, Verkotren at first, Charlie Bischoff in the box. Took it inside for a 2-0 count. Got a herd of metal spikes crunching behind us. Team heading off to their ball field. Might be hearing the sounds of spike crunch on concrete. Pitch from Spoolhoff. Got the zone. Bunt shown, runner breaking from second, and a ball 4 pitch. A little action put on by top tier. Pays off in ball 4, bases loaded, 1 out. 8-4. Diamond Sticks down by 4 right now, and they have 1 bat left in the top of the 7th. Try to do something about this deficit. They've got to keep runs off the board right here. Conversation on the hill. Now offensive timeout called by top tier and their head coach Jay Darnell. He wants to talk to his batter. Top of the order now up, Sean Hebriard. 1 out, bases loaded. So it's a forced situation. Might we see a squeeze? Infield is in. All 4 infield defenders are on the grass inside the base running lines. Hebriard takes the ball high. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Popped out of the glove, but popped forward. No chance for runners to move up. Good pitch by Spoolhoff. Ball diving down. Jake Paganelli, his main mission right now to keep the ball in front. Did that with a pitch that dipped down through the zone and through a swinging bat. Now sliding outside to keep that in front, Paganelli. 2-1 count, nowhere to put him here. Got to work back into the count now. Don't want to get into that 3-1 situation where you're gripping the ball a little harder as a pitcher. Nubber toward first. Coming to the plate. In time. Brian Adams, good slide. Good speed down the third base line, but a nice play defensively for Diamond Sticks. Jake Heilman charging in on the grass, killing that ball. Gets it to Paganelli for the second out. Fielder's choice at the plate. Bases still full. Sean Hebriard on first with that fielder's choice. Jack Vercontrin at third. Charlie Bischoff at second. 2 outs. Bunt pushed toward third, and that's in no man's land. Brendan Carrain manufacturing a run. Bunt single, RBI, 9-4, Top Tier, sending home Jack Vercontrin. What a great bunt by Carrain, and now a ball hit hard, but right to center field. Ball blasted by Mike Marquette, who has been impressive at the plate today. Marquette a couple of hits, and it hit another ball hard there, but that is a fly out. Caught again in center by Tate Peterson. Well, Top Tier got a little something done. It's the bunt cashed in by Brendan Carrain. RBI base hit bunt, 9-4. Top Tier leads by 5. They need 3 outs to clinch the 14-year-old championship of the Triple Crown SlumpBuster. Into the 7th inning we go now with Top Tier leading 9-4, and looking at the pitching records for Nick Baldessano of Top Tier. He had thrown 4 innings back in their second game of the tournament, so he actually had 5 available today to get to a total of 9 for the tournament based on the tournament rules. 7 innings through the first 4 games, then plus 1 for each game played after that. So 7 innings through 4 games, 8 through 5, 9 innings if you play 6 games. And Baldessano threw 5 here today, so the math actually did say he's out of innings, and so Top Tier making their change. They'll go to Sean Hebriard. Sean pitched 3 innings in that same game that Baldessano pitched back on Thursday. So Hebriard has plenty of innings available, just needs 1 here to clinch the championship in the 14-year-old division of the SlumpBuster. Thad Anderson with you from Council Bluffs Recreation Complex in Council Bluffs, Iowa, part of the Metro Omaha area. Enjoying the College World Series and enjoying some youth baseball across 50 diamonds in the Omaha Metro, including this gem of a ballpark, these 10 fields at Council Bluffs. We start the 7th inning. Diamond Sticks need a bunch. Got to build them one at a time. Can they get one here? Diving stop and an out. Ball well hit for the Sticks by Jake Paganelli, and good hustle down the line, but that's a heck of a defensive play to start off the 7th inning. Top Tier gets some defense. Charlie Bischoff has been solid at second base and made a diving play for out number 1. Now first pitch swinging popped up by Zach Fillmore. Fillmore's fly ball is handling left, 1 out away from the championship of the SlumpBuster. Out in left field, catch made by Nick Baldessano, who left the hill this inning. He's playing left field now, and Sean Hebriard is working quickly here for outs. Tate Peterson goes first pitch, fouls it off. Top tier, and out equals a championship. Got strike 2 up against Tate Peterson. The pitch stayed up. Peterson left the high pitch alone. Top tier went 2-1 in pool play. Came out the number 8 seed. 8 teams moved on to this championship bracket. They were the last team in. Knocked off the 1 seed on Saturday. And actually top tier played 1 game Thursday, 2 Friday. So I was talking about those pitching innings for Baldessano and for Hebriard. They actually pitched Friday morning. Here's a pitch down in the dirt. And Tate Peterson has worked his way back through this count. Full count now with 2 outs. Top tier 2-1 in pool play, unblemished in the bracket. They could be unblemished for good with this 1 more out, but a base runner gets aboard. Tate Peterson with 2 outs. The center fielder who's played some good defense, has a single and 2 RBI in this game, now adds a walk to his stats total today. And that brings Connor Nilo to the plate. 10th batter in the 12-man order. For top tier, they got wins over Golden Spikes and Rochester Raptors in pool play, and then got knocked off by Millard Blue Legends, but held on to the number 8 seed to make it into this championship bracket. Then beat Prodigy Bragg 10-5 yesterday. Beat RAKC Sluggers 12-5 yesterday, and now trying to finish off Diamond Sticks 9-4 lead in the top of the 7th. Look over to first base. Diving back is Tate Peterson. Connor Nilo patient here. Left a couple pitches alone. He's got a 2-ball count. Now a 3-0 count. Obviously need any base runner you can get. Nilo content to take his time in the box, take whatever he can get here for on base at a time for Diamond Sticks. Take was on, and take is the appropriate move there with a walk delivered. Tate Peterson moves to second base. Connor Nilo to first base on the walk with 2 outs. And a mound conversation coming. Time taken by top tier. Timeout called. Talk to their pitcher, Sean Hebriard. Chance to refocus, reset. Just need 1 out, guys. But top tier got 7 runs in the first inning, so obviously they're well aware of what can happen in a short amount of time. Diamond Sticks, great hitting ball club, capable of putting up a number even with 2 outs against them. Diamond Sticks 3-0 in pool play. They were the number 6 seed coming out of pool play. They played 2 games on Thursday and 1 game Friday, won all of those with an 11-1 win over the Nebraska Stampede Red, a 4-0 win over Lincoln Rebels, and a 5-4 win over Kansas Crush, and then wins over Southwest Outlaws and Midwest Sticks Blue in the playoffs yesterday to get to this championship game. That ball is popped and drifting out of play. Trent Spoolhoff relieved that there's not any more foul ground than an already expansive amount that's here at Council Bluffs Rec Complex Field 7. The ball got back toward the fans, kept them alive in the count. 1-1 pitch, 2 outs. 2 on. Spoolhoff left that pitch down for a ball. Jake Engelkes is on deck, and then back to the top of the order. If Spoolhoff and Engelkes can reach base safely without forcing anybody else out with 2 down. And now Hebriard is a strike away with his top-tier squad from clinching the top spot in the SlumpBuster. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch rode up over the top of the zone, full count pitch. Runners can go here, no hold at first base. Not much happening behind the runner at second. Make sure he commits to the plate. Runners can be off, cutting down the chance of a force out, and that pitch missed outside. 3 walks in a row, and here comes another visit to the mound. That's going to likely result in a pitching change. National Federation High School rules dictate you can make 3 trips to the mound any way you want during the course of a game, so it's not a 2 visits and done, but I bet in this case it's a done, and I think we might have had 1 visit used earlier anyway. Sean Hebriard, bummed he can't finish it out. Sean, the leadoff guy, started in center field. He scored the first run of the game for top tier, started that big explosion in the first inning, also scored again. Nope, he did not actually get back to the plate in the last inning. Sorry, that was Jack Vercottron who scored the 9th run of the game for top tier. But it was the first run of the game by Hebriard, the leadoff guy, to tie things back up after the Sticks got 1 in the first. Hebriard now yields the mound. And top tier will try to get this last out with the arm of Brandon Bennett. Brandon started at shortstop today. A single and a couple of RBI. Has a RBI single and a sac fly RBI, does Brandon Bennett. Now he's called on to get 1 out. Bases full for Diamond Sticks. Tate Peterson at third, Connor Nilo at second, Trent Spoolhoff at first, and Jake Engelkes, who pitched 3 innings in the game today. He's due up to bat. Engelkes a ground out to third and a pop up to first in 2 plate appearances in this championship game. Brandon Bennett, the pitcher, taking over in a relief spot out of New Lenox, Illinois. Family made the trip. Sister Bailey, 12-year-old. I'm sure that's Brandon's best friend, his 12-year-old sister Bailey. Parents are here, enjoying Omaha. Brandon also involved in karate. It's one of his other sports he's involved in. Pitched a perfect game last season, needs an out here, and he's got a little cushion to work with a 5-run lead. Missed down to Jake Engelkes. Tying run is on deck for Diamond Sticks. They got to get Engelkes on and then get the top of the order going. There's a pitch, hard throwing. Brandon Bennett guns a strike. Jack Richardson waits on deck for Diamond Sticks, hoping for a chance. Engelkes went upstairs with it, fouled it off. 1-2 count. Top tier away from closing out the 14-year-old bracket and taking home the SlumpBuster championship. All in the force on. Bryce Barnett gloved it. Here's the pitch. Bender in the zone. Breaking ball is a freeze pitch from Brandon Bennett. Strikeout. Closes out the championship. Congratulations, Diamond Sticks. Second place in the 14-year-old bracket of the Triple Crown SlumpBuster and the champions 2015 SlumpBuster, top tier of Illinois. Well, again, a reminder, you can watch streams, single camera streams of all games from Council Bluffs Rec Complex here during the SlumpBuster. Check out watchtcs.com if you want to find a game of any age division only on Council Bluffs Rec Complex fields. And this enhanced webcast featured the 14-year-old championship, top tier taking out Diamond Sticks 9-4. For Mariah Trujillo, Kyle Fino, Marty Tarr, Andy Hansen, our entire webcast crew, I'm Thad Anderson. For complete information on the SlumpBuster and all Triple Crown Sports events, visit triplecrownsports.com. SlumpBuster 14-year-old championship game is presented by Baseball America and produced by Triple Crown Sports in association with GM28 Productions. Congratulations to both of our squads in this championship game today. Diamond Sticks, a second place finish, strong showing again at the SlumpBuster, and the champions 2015 in the 14-year-old bracket, top tier.